Apparently, like, ladybugs like to do this thing called wintering,
Mhm.
and they have done that to my house. I
Oh.
have theirs, dude, and they have found their way in,
Mhm.
and there's a whole swarm on my window. But then one of my friends was like, "No, I think those are lady Asian beetles."
Oh, yeah, they look just like ladybugs.
And upon doing research, ladybugs, like, or these beetles, they like hibernate. They go into this state to where you think they're dead, but they're not.
Fun.
So I don't know what to do.
Uh,
And my friend was looking up like ways to take care of them. And she's like, "Oh, this way says that you like lure them to a pan filled of water and dish soap with a light and they drown." And I'm like, "I don't know if I can do
see, me, I would bust out my vacuum and pull the hose out and just be like, "Here
Well,
you
so
go."
the problem is because they emit an odor, and if you do that to your
Yeah,
vacuum, it's going to ruin
that's
it.
gonna stink.
So I might have
Ugh.
to sacrifice our shop vac because they're like, "Guys, you can't hang out here."
Oh, no.
I'm waiting for one to like fly across the screen.
Shit.
I don't want a bug house. I don't want to be
Yeah.
a
Oh,
bug lady.
no.
No.
No, you shouldn't have to be a bug lady. Yeah, that's awful. I can't stand bugs. Oh my god, buggies.
I was Mothman for Halloween.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween
Yeah.
just ended.
It did
Dadoy.
it did
Dadoy.
just end. It did just end. Megan and I are gonna share pictures of our Halloween costumes with you guys. We'll
Hell
insert
yeah.
them. Yeah. My boyfriend's family does a phenomenal party every year, and they theme it every year. Really need to try and get them sponsored by Spirit because the amount of not only money have they given that franchise, the dedication, they really and, like, I wish I had done a full, like, video walkthrough. I've done one
Mhm.
a couple of years. They could be featured in magazines, dude, on like how to decorate and shit. It's so good.
Uh,
So
hell
yeah,
yeah.
I was Mothman, Mothwoman, Moth. It was great. I had tucked my like highlights into a headband and they kept flying off. So I finally busted out a pair of goggles and just rested them in there. It was great. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like we both killed it with our Halloween
Mm-hmm.
costumes this year. We did a very good job. I technically had 2 costumes. I did one with my husband where we were Jean-Ralphio and Mona Lisa from
Mm-hmm.
Parks and Rec
Mm-hmm.
because that's what you do as a married couple. You dress up as siblings. And then I feel like those they're stages, right? To where like
Mm-hmm.
when you get your partner and like your first costumes, they're like the very traditional paired costumes, like, your general, your peanut butter jelly, whatever have you. And
Yeah.
then you kind of like maybe go deeper into like some fan space couple costumes, Han and Leia, which I have done, all those kinds of things. And then you either can transition to like completely off the map, Mothman, or you go sibling route.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was one of the first costumes that I did that was mostly thrifted. I think it worked well. I think there were definitely better pieces I might have been able to find had I looked longer, but I think overall I think we killed that look. And then second, I was, to no one's surprise, I dressed up as Remick from Sinners, and I was very happy with myself. I didn't put in my fangs just because I was like I didn't need something in my mouth at that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was so much fun. I was told I was giving hot lesbian. Looking back at pictures, I see it. I definitely see it. My hair had the Aragorn look going on where it was like wavy, like loose waves, but like
Mm-hmm.
unkempt. And then especially with the blood, and then I got my hands on the suspenders. And
Yeah.
so people taking my photos were it's giving very lesbian hot. I'm like, I'll take it. Another friend said they'd never been so attracted to me, and I was like, thanks.
Like, yeah, I'll take it.
So, like, I literally have the shirt sitting in my bedroom, and I'm like, I don't know if, because I'm not throwing it in with the rest of my wash. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. So I'm like, I can either hand wash it and risk turning the shirt purple, or I can just leave it, and so the blood is just dried on there, because there's
Mhm.
no way I'm not dressing up as Remick again at some point in my life. Like,
For sure.
that outfit is just too simple. It is too fun to inhabit,
Mhm.
to be quite honest. Like, if anything, I was just bummed I couldn't hold out and keep it on until we watched Sinners at the party I was at, because I would have loved to be watching Sinners dressed as Remick and then like
Yeah.
on the rocky road to Dublin. Like I would have been
Full
all over that
circle
shit.
moment. Yeah, no, you need to save it for sure, and with it drying, it'll just give it the more authentic look,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
'Cause let me tell you, putting that shit on and going outside in the cold,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit of a
Mhm,
sensory nightmare, just a little bit.
mhm.
But it was, oh my god, it was so worth it. It was so fun. Honestly, I might make it like a con costume and just build it up and just continue kind of
Yeah.
making it better. Just because I do not see Sinners going away out of pop culture anytime soon. I
No.
really don't. I think it's gonna be a timeless kind of deal. So yeah, that was a blast. So I hope you all had, or we hope you all had fantastic Halloweens, or however you dressed or celebrated. It was great. Yeah, sadly, it has come and gone.
Mhm.
Spooky season always lives within us. That's
It
why we're
lives
here.
on. Yes, yeah.
That's why we created this, so
Mhm.
that it wouldn't go away. It
If
never would.
anything, it was just the kickoff.
True. If anything, yeah, that was just like our, gosh, what is it?
It's an appetizer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good one. I'm really looking forward to like certain projects that we're working on, certain episodes that we're gonna be coming out with, themes that we're gonna transition into as the nights get colder, if you
Mhm.
will. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. So, but why are we here today? I don't know. First of all, welcome to Blood, Books, and Binge Watching, everybody. My name is Megan,
And I'm Rachel.
and we're so happy to have you back. We are kind of going more relaxation station for this episode. We're just going to kind of chit chat, might be shorter form. But yeah, we just kind of want to go over stuff we've been watching, things that are on our mind in the horror community, all that jazz. So yeah, we'd love to hear what you're watching as well. I know, like, granted, I stretch myself quite thin as far as what I'm watching and how much of it I'm watching at a time.
Mhm.
But I know there's things out there that I have not seen. So if you got anything, shoot them our way. Shoot them our way, and we will go and watch that, and we will come back to you. So yeah. So what do we want to talk about first? Because I know what's the first thing on my mind, but I feel like we should work up to it. So
D
let's start off with what we've been reading, because I feel like that's a
Yeah.
lot simpler of a subject to kind of start with.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, Rachel, what are you reading?
So I like to do what people refer to as mood reading, where I start a book and then I pick up another book and I start that one too. And sometimes I pick up a third and a fourth one. I do not recommend anyone do that because I always end up dropping all of them because it's too overwhelming. I set an unrealistic standard for myself of, oh, I got to know what happens in this one. I got to know what happens in this one. And I won't go on a huge tangent, but that's also what kind of the toxic side of book talk has created. Anyways,
True.
so I'm doing a little bit of beta reading. Very excited for that to eventually come to surface. And then I started on Slewfoot.
Mm.
It's very good so far. Very like dark gothic Well, I don't know if I'd consider it gothic. Maybe. Yeah, like
Wouldn't they have
definitely
like more
dark.
folklore?
Yeah, yeah, like dark folklore fantasy. It's about some witchcraft in 1600s Connecticut. And so far we have a main character who is in a Puritan town who is married in, and yeah, she's got something that's connected to her. And yeah, so I keep seeing the aesthetic videos pop up on my feed and
Hmm.
I immediately scroll past. I'm like, "No! I can't look at you. I can't look at you right now."
Even if they're not
And
direct spoilers, I can't do it.
I can't do it. So, but that book's only 325 pages.
Mhm.
In lieu of the 1,200 page books that we've read,
Yeah.
I can knock it out. I can knock it out. And then I also started Alchemize, which is very good so far, and I have to put that on hold for a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, gotta take your time with it. Don't overdo
yeah.
it. I know that's a heavier material one. I've never read it. I don't think I ever will read those
Mhm.
books, to be honest. I just
Mhm.
don't think they're my speed.
Yeah.
Which I
I
tend to stray away from, like, the dark romance.
Mhm.
Like, the darkest romance I've read and probably ever will read is, like, Lights Out and the Butcher and Blackbird series,
Yeah.
like, those ones. Yeah.
Alchemize is definitely dark fantasy, but I do not think that you would enjoy it. I think
Yeah.
just with how I know you so far, I don't think that you would enjoy it at all.
Yeah, and which is fine.
Yeah.
Not all books are for everybody, and that's cool.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Sweet. Well, I hope you continue to enjoy it when you pick it back
Thank
up.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So what are you reading, Megan?
Okay, so I just finished the second Dark Tower book, which was The Drawing of the Three. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really cool. Really interesting setup for the future of the books.
Mhm.
Because this book was kind of like an establishing the characters you're gonna kind of be along with the ride for in the
Mm.
series. So it's like it was a lot of building up of those characters and learning about how they interact with each other, relationships are they forming, like that kind of stuff. So I mean, out of 2 books, it's definitely my favorite of the 2. So
Yeah.
now I start the next one, which is The Wastelands. So I'm very excited to start reading into that one. I think I started it, but I might restart it because I was just listening to it on audiobook and I'm like, these are books like I need to physically read as well as listen to. I can't just only listen to it. Just because they're so dense and heavy. Not in a topical nature, but like heavily written. Like they're very, like I said, dense.
Mhm.
But the other book that I have started that I am quite enjoying is The Buffalo Hunter Hunter.
Mhm.
And let me pull up who it's by before I forget. Stephen Graham Jones. So this is a book that I saw going around in a lot of those videos that you'll see on TikTok where it's like, if you enjoyed this movie or this book, try reading these. So like I got this one after I saw Sinners. And it was like, if you enjoyed Sinners, you should read this. And this book was always within one of the slides. And eventually I was like, you know what? I just need I need a book to listen to while I'm like crocheting or something.
Yeah.
And so far, this book is really good. It is, just to give some background, it reminds me of Dracula in a way, just how it's
Mm.
written because it's told through diary entries as well as like internal monologue kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So it tells the tale of this Lutheran pastor who is living in like, old settlers in I believe it's Wyoming. And I really should know that 100%. But it follows him and as he's kind of hearing the story and learning about these mysterious murders that are going on around the town and it's because of a vampire. And it's very interesting. Like you get it from the point of view of this pastor, but then also comes into play this alternate POV from an indigenous person who has been witness to all of this. And the audiobook quality is very good. There's 3 different narrators for the characters
Wow.
and it's done really well. And so I'm very, very much looking forward to continuing on that. It's also, I'll say it full face. It's one of the first books I've read by a non-white person,
Mhm.
which is something that I told myself I was going to work on because I have been heavily focused on like SJM and JLA and Stephen King. And like, wow, all of them are great writers in their own respects. I
Mhm.
still need to diversify my reading. So I'm really happy. So this is written, Stephen Graham Jones is an indigenous man who is a part of this Blackfeet tribe that the story is following as well. The indigenous man within this book is a part of the Blackfeet tribe, as is
Mhm.
the author of the book. So it's got a lot of that's why it's definitely giving a lot of the Sinners vibes because of the fact it's like, okay, Sinners, a story about Black history that involves vampires written by a Black man. And now
Mhm.
here comes this book that is kind of doing the similar thing, but just from an indigenous point of view.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really, really cool. And I'm very much looking forward to continuing to read that. So that's been kind of the hottest on top of my mind. I like can't wait to get back to it.
Mhm.
And then after that, don't I think I've stopped myself at 2 because
Yeah.
I also will pick up multiple books and then I'll be like, wait, I don't
Yeah.
have enough time for all of this.
I made a stack originally. This is still the rest of my TBR for the year. Obviously, unless we interject a series that we're going to add on here. What I'm doing for the rest of the year after I'm done with Alchemized and Slewfoot, I'm doing all banned books for the rest of the year.
Ooh, hell
So,
yeah. That's what I have to do too. I have to continue the Hunger Games series.
yeah.
Because I listened to the first book and I stopped before Catching Fire, so I gotta pick that back up.
So this is I will pull it for the cam. I will pull it for the cam.
Whoa, look at them all!
I
Let's go!
so
My god, it's beautiful.
I don't think Legendborn is on the banned list. I don't think it's on the list, but I have this
Ooh,
is
what do
it.
we got?
So
1984, good
yeah,
one.
Parable of the Sour. So I
Ooh,
think you
okay.
mispronounce that. 1984 made. This is my mood reading. I think I'm about 150 pages in, and I had to pause because yeah, it's very
It's a little too, uh-oh.
so, and all of these, I don't understand how they were not my assigned reading at school. I guess because they were banned at the time. I
Oh, no,
feel
see, I read Animal Farm in
none of
1984, yeah.
none of these were on my required reading for school. None of them.
Oh, see, okay. I remember kind of liking Animal Farm,
Yeah.
but 1984, I just, like, completely do not remember just because I had such a
Yeah. Experience
negative
with it.
relationship with reading when and in school. So I feel
Mhm.
like that's definitely a book I'll have to go back to because I know how important it is to society back then,
Yeah.
especially now.
Right.
So yes, continue.
I've got Fahrenheit 451 on here.
Nice.
Tender as the Flesh, which I know you've already read.
Oh, I can't wait for you to read that.
Again, I started this one right when you got it.
Oh, girl.
I got like 3 pages in, and then I picked something else up. I do have Handmaid's Tale on here because I do think
Mhm.
I need to read it. Got Brave New World,
Okay.
Watership Down, and
Okay.
then Legendborn because I do want to do this series. I know that our friend Sammy in the book club, that is one of her favorites. She was like, "You
Cool.
have to tell me when you started." I was like, "Okay, I will."
No, that is a solid stack of books.
Yeah. And I
Nice.
do want to add Children of Blood and Bone on there also.
What
I've
is that?
heard
For the briefest of moments, I was like, "Is that another fucking From Blood and Ash book?"
no, no, no.
Is that one I don't fucking know about?
No, no. So this one, I happen to get. It's got nice little
Ooh, that's cool. I
decorated
like that.
edges. I'll read the synopsis because I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna mispronounce this. I'm gonna have to listen to the pronunciation. Zili, Adebola. I'm gonna have to go back. Remembers when the soil of Orisha hummed with magic, burners ignited flames, tiders beckoned waves, and I'm gonna have to look up the name. The character's mother summoned forth souls, but everything changed once magic disappeared. So we've got another like magic system in here.
Okay.
And then again, this is gonna spill into next year, but these are all on my repertoire. And this last one I saw popped up on my feed. It's To Shape a Dragon's Breath. And so
Oh,
I'm pretty sure these are both BIPOC authors. So
okay.
again, like you said, like broadening out and diversifying. So trying to, you know, that's my goal. My goal in setting all of this up for myself is to keep myself off of my phone. That is why
Yeah.
I am doing this. My phone addiction is really bad.
Yeah. No, I think all of us can relate on one level or another. It's been
Yeah.
I will say thankfully, it's been a much brighter place at least on my For You page, with the exception
Mhm.
of some videos still, but after all of the elections that just happened, it's a much brighter place on my FYP, and I'm sure that that's going to shift again when someone does
Mhm.
something fucking stupid. But
Mhm.
no, I do agree that finding ways to stay off your phone is a great idea, especially going into the time of year that we are where seasonal depression is like
Oh
rampant.
yeah.
Like we are filming at 5:30 p.m. It looks like it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm
Yeah.
ready for bed.
Yeah.
My body is saying, "Oh, no more sun, time for bed." And I say, nope,
Mhm. Mhm.
sorry. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like the
always
dogs when the times change, where they're just like, wait,
right.
but my food.
I
Like,
know.
wait, but my bedtime.
And I always try to convince myself that I don't deal with seasonal depression, and every year I am proved wrong.
Yeah. I'm
I
pretty sure
always
last year. What?
I always try and talk myself out of it like, "No, you're good, girl. You're good."
Yeah.
No, that is a
No,
lie.
I have to try to find it. I had a sun lamp that my
Mhm.
not my manager, my therapist told me to get one. She's like, I wonder if that would help you just to like have a sun lamp. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like a plant. I'm just gonna be roasting under my sun lamp just to get my vitamin D.
Yeah. I need to that I definitely need to take supplements this time around. I always told myself I was gonna do that, and I don't, and I always regret it. So,
Yeah, that's what
anyways,
we're doing. We are preparing.
we're
We are
preparing.
preparing ourselves. You know,
So
we
let
we
this
know we know our bodies.
if you're listening, let us be your little soul reminder. Prepare your supplements, prepare all of your seasonal depressy espressy things that you need to help
Yes.
make it through the season.
Yes. We're your pain and panic.
Yeah.
Someday. Dude, someday we are gonna do that as a costume
I
because
would love that. I
that
would
has
love
been
that.
that has been a goal of mine to do a paired costume of Pain and Panic with somebody.
Yes.
I saw a TikTok because I mean TikTok's been flooded with costume like videos, which I love seeing all of them.
Yeah.
I saw one yesterday that was Rasputin and Bartok.
Mhm.
Oh, I was like, Enzo, next year.
We need
Next
we need we need Catherine. This is what we need to do because I know Catherine. I know everyone in our book club fucking loves Hercules. We
Oh,
need
yeah.
me and you to do Pain and Panic. Catherine to be Meg. I really want Mac to be Hades for some reason.
You, me, and her as that trio. Are you kidding? Either that or Sammy.
Yes.
Her or Sammy would be an incredible Hades. Or you know what? Or Sammy could be Hades and Mac could be Phil.
She would.
Because Mac would be a great Phil. Great Phil.
Yeah.
Who's our Hercules? Who's our like leading man? I love how we're just like completely
We're just assigning.
sidelining the main character. And we also need a Pegasus. I guess we don't need, but it would be helpful. We could have a
Yeah.
stuffy, like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
We still need to cast our Hercules.
We
So,
do. We do.
but
Yeah.
that's great. That would be
I
a
love that.
fun costume. And we would 100% have to have his merchandise.
Oh,
What
for sure.
are those? So good. So yeah, I saw
So
a
good.
Rasputin and Bartok, and that was fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah. The costumes were so good. They're more Loraxes than I could count. More than I could count.
Yeah.
But I love them all. I saw that there was a
telling of the
Mr.
times.
Bobinski. Like, Ashby
Yes.
has had such an impact. Did you see Lin-Manuel, actually?
No. Let me look it up.
He
His Halloween costume?
Yes.
Did he dress up as Ashby?
No.
Let me stop it. Stop it right now. I dressed like you dressed as Hamilton using only the contents of my wife's closet and some paper towels.
Adore it. And Ashby did comment. She's one of the comments I'm seeing. Says, goatee needs some work, but everyone starts somewhere.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
That's hilarious.
And also on like the top of the list of celebrity costumes, did you see Demi Lovato's?
No. Jesus.
Girl, go look up Demi Lovato.
I have a lot of catching up to do.
I only saw it because someone posted it. Did she not post it on her Instagram? Demi, no. Oh no, yes she did.
Oh my God.
Dressing up as her own goddamn meme. Are you kidding?
Poop.
I'm sorry, as their own their own. No, she does go by she her as well still. But yeah, she went as Poot. And
Wow.
I love it when celebrities like lean into the like hilarity that they've created in the world by accident, on purpose, whatever. Like I love when they're able to get silly goofy with it.
Yeah.
It humanizes them a lot.
It does. It does. That's
So yeah,
funny.
okay. Anyway, getting back on track to what we are reading. So that's a great stack of books that you've got. I love that
Thank
you
you.
have a
Thank you.
lineup. Yeah, I'm gonna really try to stick with the Dark Tower, going one after the other, and kind of use that as
Because
like
there's a lot in there, isn't there?
yeah. I'm looking at these books get so fucking big. Let me just grab the
Do they?
last one.
Yeah. Let me see it. Wow.
This shit is thick. This is like as big as Kingdom of Ash.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at it. Looks like Clint Eastwood on the front too.
It does.
Look, I mean, the whole Gunslinger is like written just as if he is Clint Eastwood, essentially. It's hugely inspired by that.
Is that the last one in the series that you were holding?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 7th book, and I'm on the 3rd. So yeah, I'm very excited. And they're all different sizes and things. So like I'm looking at them and I'm going one by one. I'm like, oh man, I would love to have a set of these, but
Yeah.
maybe that's for a future birthday or something. So yeah, I think as I go through that, I'll probably rotate some like horror novels on the side as well. So like I've got the Buffalo Hunter right now, and I'll explore other ones. I think maybe after that I'll go back to Hunger Games, and then I'll swap back to something else. I'm honestly thinking, because I have yet to finish The Shining, and I know I said I know I said I'm trying to diversify. Stephen King has such a chokehold on me.
Yeah.
Because I never finished The Shining, and I always do a rewatch. I do a double feature of The Shining and Doctor Sleep every winter, because I'm like, yeah, I could watch it during spooky season, but it takes place in the snow. It's very wintry. Perfect.
Yeah. I just watched Dr. Sleep again the other day, like 2 days ago.
Oh, it's so
It's
freaking
so
good.
good. It's so
Mike
good.
Flanagan, baby! It's the magic of
So good.
Flanagan. Yeah, only he could take the best parts of the Kubrick movie, the best parts
Mhm.
of the novel, and mix them and make them cohesive and
Mhm.
understandable to the point that even Stephen King, who famously hates the Kubrick adaptation,
Mm.
he at that after he saw Doctor Sleep, he was like, Flanagan kind of redeemed the Kubrick movie
That's
for him.
awesome. Wow.
Yeah. And especially, I mean, reading what I have from The Shining, like, I totally see why he was so, like, he was not a fan of the movie
Mm.
because they changed so much about, like, just the characterization itself of,
Mhm.
like, Jack Torrance and stuff. And um, either way, I'll probably watch those again. And yeah, that's what I've been reading. Yeah. And I just finished re-listening to just on a podcast front because I can't not listen to them. I re-listened to the last podcast series that they did on the rugby team that crashed in the
Mm.
Andes. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the Netflix movie Society of the Snow.
Mm-mm.
It's Spanish language and it's a retelling of the true story of what happened to those kids, really, the young men.
Mhm.
Because I think the oldest among them was, like, maybe 24, and the youngest was, like, a teenager.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, they survived in the Andes for, like, 76 days, I think.
Mhm.
Incredible story. The Netflix movie it's quite jarring, flat out say that. The beginning of it definitely got me crying just with how visceral it is. Because they show
Mhm.
you the entire plane crash, and it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So, especially if you have, like, fears of flying and things like that, be wary.
Just a heads up.
Just a heads up. But no, I mean, it does a really good job of retelling the story as it happened. And even like one of the survivors played his own father in the movie who died in real life in the crash. So yeah,
Mm.
it's just got a whole lot of real life ties. And it was done with so much respect. And yeah, so if you've seen the movie Alive with like Kevin Bacon and all of them from like I think the 90s or something,
Mhm.
I've never seen it, but they cast a bunch of white guys to play Uruguayan kids, so
Mm.
there's that. But,
Okay.
yeah, but leave it to Hollywood to whitewash a fucking movie like that. But yeah, so take it or leave it on that front. Watch Society of the Snow. So yeah, that's very, very good, and I just re-listened to that series. Hella good. And as far as what we're watching, what are you
Mhm.
watching now that we've come and gone through Halloween? Did you watch, what was your Halloween lineup like? All that.
My Halloween lineup. I believe the week of Halloween, I rewatched, I did a Scream rewatch, of course. What else did I do? I did a couple of I did the first Nightmare on Elm Street, kind of just touched into the classics.
Nice.
I fucking watched Weapons. Holy shit.
Goddamn. Let us talk
Holy
about
shit.
weapons, okay?
Oh
I've
my
seen
god,
this movie like 2 or 3 times.
I can't believe I waited that long to see it. Not well, okay, so it just came to streaming, didn't it?
Yeah. No, that's very
Yeah.
new to streaming, yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh my god. So fucking good. So good.
Incredible. Fun, campy, silly when it needed to be,
Mhm.
intense, so well acted, mysterious, so good. So fucking
Yeah.
good. I saw
Julia Garner, like, are you fucking kidding me?
dude, she's so good. She's incredible. I really need to go back and give Ozark, like, an actual
You do.
shot
You do.
'cause, like, I think I
How
made
far have you
it
made it? How far have you made it? The first or
I can't even remember if I finished the first season, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, because yeah, I picked it up and then it wasn't really hooking me, but then I got to a point that I kinda did, but then I wasn't paying attention, and so I've just been very up and down with it.
So it's one of my mom and I's favorite shows. She fucking
Mm.
loves that show. So I do implore you to try and push through.
Well, looking here, I don't see any watch history, but I know I started watching it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it'll happen. Oh god, Jason Bateman. Daddy. I fucking love him. So yeah, Weapons was my god, it's
It
so
was
good.
so
Aunt
good.
Gladys, queer icon that you are.
Mhm.
So a fun fact, so me and my sister-in-law, when I was hanging out with her on Halloween, we went outside to take some pictures and extracurriculars, and then she was like, we were on a bike path and it was like completely dark. It was so creepy. Cause she was like, hey guys, what if someone just like came running out of the dark at us right now? Because she loves tormenting her husband, my
Yeah.
husband's brother, like so much, to the point that I'm like, I kind of feel bad, but like, you wouldn't still be with her if you didn't like it or
Right,
if it was too
right.
much. So yeah, I told her, I was like, oh, do you want to do the weapons run to take photos? There's like blurry as hell photos of us just running down the street, running down the dark unlit bike path. And it's so funny. And like, so of course, you know, we're like, oh, what are they running like? Because at first we were running and we're like bending over a lot. And we're like, no, I'm like, no, that's the wrong kind of run. They're not doing like Naruto. They're not doing they're not doing the Naruto because that's too far back, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
They're not doing like the Tina run where her hands are like behind her. I'm like,
Mhm.
no. Zach Krager, I believe, confirmed this in an interview.
Mm.
At the time he was writing this movie, his wife was playing a ton of Animal Crossing.
Stop
And
it.
that's why they run that way. And if you play Animal Crossing, you know exactly how those line up. It is so good.
I need someone on Animal Crossing to build a weapons island right now.
Oh, it's been done.
Oh, has
It's been done. I don't know if they built the whole island, but they for sure like costumed their villager and had them run around to the music. They 100% did that. I saw that on TikTok for sure. Yeah.
And I think I sent it to you, that one video that was like, was the run inspired by Edward Scissorhands?
Yes, because he's running the same way. It's so true.
Gosh, wow, I never would have guessed that.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love
Yep.
that.
So yeah, definitely, please, 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 even if you do not like horror movies, listen, yes, there are jump scares.
Mhm.
Watch it through your fingers. It's okay. Watch this movie to get to the ending. If anything, just to watch the final scene.
Yeah.
Because it's fantastic.
The medical in me is still not over the fucking needle stick.
Oh! The multiple! Multiple!
I'm like,
God. Yeah. Yeah. No, watching that too, I was immediately, I'm like, oh, you could have any number of diseases. What are you doing? Meanwhile, he's just like, maybe if I just push the blood out. I'm like, what are you doing? Huh?
you fucking dumbass.
Paul's a fucking idiot.
Don't be a Paul.
Don't be Paul ever. When we say ACAB, we mean Paul. And tell me I'm wrong. That's a great watch. Hell yeah. We watched at my brother and sister-in-law's apartment. We watched 28 Days Later because they had never seen it.
Nice.
And they really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, the first one. Yeah.
I did tell them to watch 28 Weeks Later, and it was so funny when they went and pulled it up. Because I was going home at that point, but they pulled it up, and they're like, "That Jeremy Renner?" I'm like, "Sure is." And they're like, "Idris Elba?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." Yeah, and the second one's the Americans are here.
Right.
Because the Americans are gonna fix everything. And then I told them then after that they can watch 28 Years Later, and that starts the new trilogy. But yeah, no, they really enjoyed it. They love the look of it. They are people that will ask a question about the plot, or like a detail of something, and I'm like, if you wait literally 5 seconds, you'll find out. So like at one point, like when Cillian Murphy goes over the wall when he's about to be like executed and he escapes and he loses his shirt, my brother-in-law's like, wait, where's his shirt? He's shirtless now. He wasn't just shirtless when he left. And I'm like, give it literally 10 seconds. And then literally the next shot is of the top of the wall with his shirt. And I was like, see?
Yeah.
Look. I'm like, you guys need to shut up and watch the movie. Like, there's such a interesting middle ground, like, because unless I'm at a movie theater, like, I don't mind making commentary about the movie or what have you, like, while we watch it. If we have to pause it, if you have, like, genuine questions, that's fine. But I'm, like, asking simple questions like that, like, why is he shirtless like that? I'm like, we're gonna find out. Don't worry about it. Or, like, just certain things like that, like, oh, but wait, didn't they do that? And it's like, yes, they did. If you wait a minute, you'll see what happens about it. Like, it's just they're so eager to know what's going to happen. They're not willing to wait for it. So it's like, that's one end of the spectrum where I'm like, I can only deal with this for so long. Yeah. And then there's like my dad's side where if we're watching a movie at my dad's house, whether or not it's one he's seen or not, if we are talking, like if Enzo and I are discussing something about the movie or if there's a shot that I really like, whatever it is, my dad will shush me and he'll be like, shush, we're watching a movie. I'm like, we are at home. You can rewind if you really want to. So it's just so funny, like the mass spectrum of like both ends of that, where it's like complete silence all the time you make a word, you can leave.
Yeah.
Or like, I can't watch this movie, I have too many questions. And I'm like, wait, no, I need a middle ground.
Right.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then at the other Halloween party I went to, we watched Twilight and Sinners, and I got to witness two of our very good friends watch Sinners for the first time, and it was a beautiful experience.
Love that. I did. Yeah, I did also do a Sinners rewatch. I needed that in. And I think the last thing that I watched before Halloween in preparation, I rewatched it. I rewatched
Nice.
it to prepare for Welcome to Derry.
Well, that is our big topic right now.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking, oh my god, Welcome to Derry.
Mm-hmm.
This, okay, like, of course, we are all skeptical when movies that are very popularized then get their own, like, spin-offs of TV shows. It's extremely popular nowadays. The likelihood of them being good or not can range. So I was timid going into this. I'm like, okay, we'll see how it is. You can never be sure. But it's the same director, I'm fairly certain, from the first two from It Chapter 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure he returned at least for the first episode. At the very least, he's a producer, executive producer. This show is so much like the movies in the best way. Like, the tone is right on, but it also fits the time period that we're in, where we're in, what, the 50s instead of the 80s. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how the characters in It, Welcome to Derry, who are in the 50s, who are African-American, and how that plays a part in just how the plot is evolving, how people treat those characters, as well as how, like, it is with Mike in the 80s and how him and other Black people in It Chapter 1 and 2 are treated. So it's just very interesting how they differ, but also unfortunately stay the same. And yeah, it's incredible. If we want to go full spoilers on the first two episodes, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful. So when we lose almost the entire Losers Club in the first episode,
dude, I was not, because I have not read the book. I know enough about the book to know like certain elements that are in there, but I did not know, like I was not prepared for that at all.
No, so this, I don't think any of Welcome to Derry is written
from the book.
No.
Okay, so just the movies.
I'm fairly certain that, because I haven't read through the book. But from what I recall, I believe only It Chapter 1 and 2 are, the book only covers Chapter 1 and 2. Like when they're kids versus adults, everything with It, Welcome to Derry is completely new. Like I don't think it's been written.
Okay. I thought that maybe Welcome to Derry was kind of like I didn't know if like in the beginning of the book it was okay.
No,
so never mind.
I think it's all
never
original.
mind.
Yeah. So they're really expanding on the origins of like It and Pennywise. And we don't know what ways yet, but so far, the way he is popping up, I feel like the man mellowed out when he got to the 80s. Because what the fuck?
Yeah. The end of the first episode is just fucking crazy.
Horrifying. Well, even the beginning of the first episode, like, so we open and it's this kid who's running away from home. He doesn't want to be in Derry anymore. And he is hitchhiking, essentially, and gets picked up by this very nice family in a station wagon. Parents and their two kids in the backseat. And the mother is pregnant, and they pick the kid up, and things seem to be normal for like all of 5 seconds. And then you start noticing that things are a little weird. Like the girl takes out a Tupperware and it just says liver on it, and she starts eating it. And then the mother starts talking really weird. We get a full-on birth scene with this mother in the front seat of this car, but it is monstrous because it's like tearing her open, and she gives birth to this flying baby creature that then flies around the car attached to her by the umbilical cord still, and then kills the kid that's been picked up. That is the craziest shit. I was like, oh wow, ooh, that's gonna be gross. Like I expected it to be like Alien, because you see like the things poking out of the belly, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's get like a chest burster moment. Let's go. No, instead it's full out the vagina. And dear God, like I'm so glad that I decided early on I was never gonna have kids, because if I hadn't decided yet, I sure would have now. But
I was gonna say, I do want to ease your mind.
No, I know that that's not in in best case scenarios, that is not what childbirth is like. I fully understand that. It's just the 0.1% that no.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, that opening, crazy.
Mhm.
Uh and then yeah, we like start building up, the losers club of the is, you've got this girl and two boys who are friends who are very Eddie and Richie coded.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think it's one of the boys' younger sisters or something.
Mhm.
But essentially, they were all kind of friends with this kid who has gone missing from the opening of the show, and they're trying to investigate as to what happened because no one's looking into it. And yeah, so you go through the whole episode. These two boys are hysterical, to be
They
quite
are.
honest. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about them because I'm like, oh well, we've done the Richie and Eddie thing. We've done like the
Mhm.
snarky best friends that kind of like jab each other back and forth. But they grew on me. I was like, okay, I could get used to it. They're a different kind of flavor. And then they all die. Not all but one. All but the girl. They go into a movie theater to watch something because one of the other girls, her dad owns the movie theater, and this is apparently like the last place that the kid that went missing was spotted. So the friends are coming in, and the girl says like, "Oh, I'll screen the last thing he came and watched before he went missing. Maybe there's
Mhm.
something in there. Who knows?" One thing leads to another. They are able to decipher that like, oh, the things that they're saying in this movie are the things that like this girl was hearing coming from her drains. And so we're like getting closer, like, oh shit, it's cluing in. And it's a very eerie, creepy, like sing-songy kind of thing. And yeah, it gets wrapped up with the kid, their friend, being on screen, on the project screen, and he's holding something, and then he just lets loose
It's
the
holding a
baby from the
baby. Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
And I love that they did this. They did the same effect that they did in It Chapter 1 when
Mhm.
Pennywise comes out of the garage and he's the same size as he
Yep.
was on screen. They do the same thing. So this baby is now giant. It is a big, like 6 foot tall flying carnivorous baby.
Crazy shit.
It's so fucking insane. And then, this baby picks up one of the boys, tears him in half. That kid's dead. And then throws him against the wall. And then the other one, he like tackles, and we don't really see that kid die. So I'm
Mhm.
skeptical of if he's actually dead. And then he comes after like the sibling of one of the kids that died. And then the girl escapes and she gets away. But like that whole scene, I was just like, wait, what? What? Whoa!
Mhm.
Huh? And then we get to episode 2.
Well, and the ending on that scene, she's holding the girl's
The
hand.
girls, yeah, yeah.
Wait, did you just say that? Did I blank out?
No, no, you didn't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I didn't.
I was like, "Wait."
No, no. But yeah, the end of the first episode. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the opening of the second episode when it's, like, replaying from her Lily, that's the main
Hmm.
character's name, right? It's Lily? Playing from her POV, and we're watching it again, and then she wakes up, like, screaming. I'm like, "Oh, so maybe it was all a dream," because we know from Pennywise, right, that he
Hmm.
can cast visions, that's, like, his MO is
Yeah.
inciting fear. And so, at that point when she wakes up dreaming, I'm like, "Well, it was a dream." But then
Right. No, sure wasn't. I will say I feel like I need to rewatch episode 2 again because I there's a lot of details I don't remember because
Mhm.
there's only one scene that's sticking out in my mind from
Yeah.
episode 2. We are 2 for 2 on insane birthing scenes now. This one is grosser. Yeah. Uh so it was Ronnie whose father owns the movie theater from the previous episode, and she wakes up in bed and she's like covered in sheets after having a nightmare, and she starts to go take the sheets off of her, but they won't come off. It's like a conveyor belt, an endless sheet that she just can't pull off of her. It gets very claustrophobic very fast.
Oh my god,
And
yeah.
and then it transitions so slowly from a sheet to this fleshy colored fabric to like full on veiny, mucousy skin. And
Mhm.
it's disgusting. So this girl can't tear her way out, can't push her way out. So she eventually has to like turn herself around and propel herself forward with her feet. And she shoots out of like the bed's vagina.
Yep,
It's like, what?
yep.
And if you thought it ended there, no, it didn't. So her mother tragically died in childbirth, giving birth to her. And so Pennywise is using this trauma and guilt, I'm sure, that she probably holds inside of her to his benefit and starts, you see, it's disgusting. She is attached by
Mhm.
this massive umbilical cord attached to her stomach. And her mother, this monstrous big mother figure, is like laying in the bed with like this massive gaping hole of a vagina, and it's got teeth, and it starts chomping and pulling her back towards it. Like, no, no. So
Mhm.
then the poor girl has to chew through the umbilical cord and like release herself. It's, oh my God. It was the most shocking, disgusting thing I've ever seen, ever. And it was all
Mhm.
practical. You can tell that it was practical. At least the beginning part where she's trapped inside on her bed, that was 100. There's no doubt in my mind that it was not practically done, and it's so well done. It is so creepy. The show is so viscerally disgusting and so Pennywise. Like, he was hardcore in his past, man. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, he definitely tuned it back for It Chapter 1 and 2, I guess. Cause,
I
whew.
I would be very interested to know the filming process with these kids
Mhm.
because I just feel like for them to be acting in all of this, like depending on I don't know, man. They better fucking win some awards and shit for
I
this
hope
because
so.
it's intense. Like when you think about it, these
Mhm.
having these child actors doing this level of grotesque and intense.
Yeah. And I am looking it up, and it is the same director, at least for the first 3 episodes. He's directing all of these, like the
Okay.
same director as the movies.
Mhm.
So, if that also helps on that point, because it was such a good positive experience for all of the kids on It Chapter
Yeah.
1 and 2. So, that gives me hope that it is
Yeah.
also a good experience for these kids as well.
I remember seeing clips of like Skarsgård and the kids like on set and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like one time, I guess like in the house scene when towards the end of it, chapter
Mhm.
1, when they're like getting ready to, fight him or whatever. And he's like, all right, you guys ready to beat me up?
Yeah. He is so good with the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fantastic. So yeah, I have the utmost trust that
Yeah.
they're all getting treated well, they're not being heavily traumatized.
I
Because
just
I mean,
mean
I also
kudos to them, man. Kudos to them. Those kids
I
are
mean, yeah.
badass.
I mean, you gotta figure, like, of course, neither of us have professional acting experience or any
Hmm.
experience in Hollywood, but, like, I would have to imagine that a child actor, I mean, I would hope that child acting things are a lot more,
Better.
like, contracts are a lot more
Hmm.
fleshed out, and they're not being taken advantage of as they were in, the 90s and 2000s, and before then, but yeah, like, I'm hoping that, like, these kids aren't gonna even go out and audition for a project that they know is going to be horror if they're not already prepared to act in a horror
Yeah.
scenario, you know? Not that they know the extent of, like, the makeup effects or,
Hmm.
anything like that, but even still, like, okay, if you're signing up to be in a horror movie, to audition for a horror movie, you know that there's gonna be some level of that
Right.
mixed in.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that so far it's so good.
It is.
I really hope
And we
they get
also
accolades.
have we also have this other plot line following another character. He's not friends with the group. I don't know if he's at a separate school. His dad is in the military and he's the one that they're using to help track down this weapon. So yeah, the one other boy named Will and
Hanlon, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm interested to see their like stories intertwine.
So, yeah, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see that because obviously the Hanlons, we know Mike Hanlon from
Mhm.
It. So
Mhm.
this is his
Oh
grandfather and
yeah, duh.
father.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well as his mother. So,
Mhm.
which is tragic because we know how his mother and father die.
Right, right.
But this is his grandparents, I'm sorry. So,
That's what I'm saying. That's where it's like,
the kid Will Hanlon is, I imagine, Mike's father, but the two
yeah.
adults are, I would think, were his grandparents.
Mm.
But yeah, and we also have a character, Dick Halloran, who, if you know anything about Stephen King, that's Dick from The Shining. So it's no wonder that they're using him to find this artifact, right? Is that who you're talking about, or are you talking about Hanlon?
I guess Hamlet. This is where my
Because they're
wires are
both
getting crossed.
both military.
Right. Right.
Because it would make sense if they're using Dick because Dick shines. He has The Shining. So I can
Got
see
it.
that coming into play. So this is also another reason why I am like so eager to like pedal to the metal with the Dark Tower series, because
Mhm.
the Dark Tower serves as the origins for like for Pennywise, for the Mist, for the
Mhm.
Shining. Like the Dark Tower just houses all of the lore for these things that I've learned about elsewhere. So I
Crazy.
am like freaking out about this series pulling in so much Stephen King lore, because I'm like, wait, I don't want to find out anything without reading it first now. So I'm like,
Right, right.
oh no. So I'm like so torn. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a very cool show. Like they're pulling in Shawshank at
Mm.
one point. They have a shot in one of the trailers where the city is filling with mist. And I'm like, are you pulling in the mist too? What the fuck? Like,
Wow.
because that's a whole, like, the mist is because of a military
Right.
base in
Yeah,
Maine.
that's fucking right.
Yeah. So
Dude.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why I'm so gung ho to finish Dark Tower, because I need to know all of the. I want to know all of this lore so badly before I watch the show.
Wow.
But it's
Holy
here
shit.
now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it!
Right.
So I
Can you
So
guys
I
wait?
really, I'm like, yeah, can we just, because I don't want to stop watching the show.
Yeah.
Like, I want to keep up to
Yeah.
date with it, but I also don't want to get spoiled. So I'm like, God damn it. And then Enzo's not watching it because it's way too graphic for him. He would not enjoy it.
Mm, mm.
So I'm like, well, you can't watch it to tell me anything.
Yeah.
So I need to find an outlet to be like, someone needs to watch the episode before I'm able to watch it to tell me if I'm okay.
Right, right.
Uh, but yeah, I think I'll probably still watch it anyway. But yeah, it's so packed with stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I'm so
All the
excited. And
Easter eggs
then
and everything.
yeah, it's like
Mhm.
because I imagine there will be Easter eggs, but also it just seems like they're full on plot points.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, that changes a whole lot. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm very, very excited to the future for the future of Welcome to Derry. Because
Yeah.
Skarsgård is coming. He is in it. We know he's in it. So he is reprising as Pennywise, and I'm very, very excited to see him again.
Do you know how many episodes they have for it?
Let me see. I just had it up and they had
I don't know if they're allowed to release that.
fucking streaming nowadays. They have 8 episodes.
8.
Yeah. So it'll end like the week before Christmas is the last
Mm.
episode.
And
So
then you've
yeah.
got Stranger Things coming out at the end of November.
Yeah. I don't know. I I watched the trailer and I was like, all right, guess that's coming.
I have asked Zach what his prediction is for the end, and he thinks that they are going to be playing one giant game of D&D. And
I would hate that so much.
he thinks that Henry is gonna be the DM one.
Oh, duh. I was like,
Mhm.
is that Max's
Vecna.
brother?
Yeah.
Vecna.
So,
Okay.
that is
I
his
I cannot
theory.
tell you how furious I would be.
And
And I feel like the fandom would be. Like
I think the
pulling that
fandom would
shit.
be too. I think the fandom would be too. And I listen, Zach is very fucking clever. There are a lot of things that he is right about. And I'm like, I'm going to need you to stop talking because if you
I would
bring
be
this
very
to fruition,
I would be very interested to hear how he came to that conclusion. Like, is there evidence to back it up, or is it just like a shot theory in the dark?
it's
You
just a
know?
shot theory in the dark.
Okay.
I think because of seeing like all of the explosive stuff that's happening and everyone's stories kind of like intertwining and everything, he's, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like I think they're going to be around a table playing D&D and I'm like, "All right."
Okay. That would be a very Lost-esque
Yeah.
ending. And we
Yeah.
all know how that worked out in the end.
Mhm.
So, God, I hope that's not it. But a part of me really hopes it is.
I had to
Because,
tell
like,
someone
what?
else. I had to tell you because I have been sitting with this for like 2 weeks and I'm
Yeah.
just losing my mind and I'm like, I have to pass this torch on to someone else. I'm sorry it
Like,
was you.
no, it's fine. I'm willing to be like, you know what? I love that crack theory, and I hope it happens just for the drama of it all. Because I don't know if you've seen, but the Duffer Brothers announced that they're doing a spin-off animated Stranger Things series. So Netflix is not letting this die.
Yeah. Well, look at like all of the marketing that they're pushing right now, even to the grocery store, like with the
I
cereal and they're pushing it very hard. And I'm wondering, yeah, like I know that this anticipated release is coming, but it's like, what is going I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's so
It's a little
weird that
weird,
like at
right?
least I feel like I have Stranger Things fatigue, like how people have Marvel fatigue, like, and the
Mm,
superhero fatigue. Like, okay,
mm.
we've done the multiverse thing. Everybody's doing the multiverse thing now. Like, let's put a rest to the multiverse
Yeah.
crap. Like, I'm
Yeah,
over
I
it.
hear that. Yeah.
Me, I'm just done with Stranger Things. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think that they're gonna kill any major characters, to be quite honest.
Mhm.
Because I saw a video the other day explaining that, like, yes, they have a history of killing a lot of people, but it's only characters that are introduced like the beginning of one season and they're
Mhm.
either dead by the end of that season or the next
Mhm.
season. I'm like,
Mhm.
you've got Bob, introduced and died in the same season.
Yeah,
Max's
Barb
brother,
Barb was
Barb.
introduced and dead within 2 episodes, I
I was
think.
gonna say, like, 2 episodes and never heard from Barb again.
Yeah.
Imagine if like Vecna was Barb or some shit. Like, I wanna see Barb come back in
I
some
do
fucked up
too.
way because,
I do
like, what an atrocity to the actress. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then, yeah, I know Fred, who was with Nancy. I only know all of this because I just watched
I was
through
like, "Who?"
season 4 with Zach. Yeah, Fred, he died. He was introduced and then died within, I think, like 2 episodes. So yeah, you're totally right with that.
Yeah, and then, yeah, Max's brother introduced and dead within, like, a season and a half,
Yeah.
and then Eddie introduced and dead within the same season. But they
Mhm.
have never fully killed off. The only person that they've ever come close to actually killing off was Hopper, and they brought him back.
Mhm.
So, I fully do not think that they're gonna kill anybody, and if anyone is going to die, it will be, like, an Eleven or Will situation. It's, like, one or the
Mm.
other.
Mhm.
One of them I'm
Mhm.
assuming Eleven is gonna, like, sacrifice herself to save Will or something.
Yeah.
And his stupid fuck let's only hope that if Will dies, he goes to heaven without that fucking Bob. Because what the hell? What? You know what? But on the other hand, I know that that kid is a Zionist, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
So give him the bowl cut. I don't give a fuck. He could be a 22-year-old with a badass haircut. And not badass as in cool, like bad as ass. Cause yeah. So the amount of drama with this cast, like at this point, I'm
Yeah.
tuning in to see Nancy with at least 2 guns, and I need to see Steve survive.
I saw
Those are literally the only 2 things I care about in this show anymore.
yeah,
Make sure Steve lives to the end, and I want to see Nancy with more guns.
that is my
That's
fear
it.
is that Steve is going to die.
He's the heartthrob of the show, and I feel like that would put him high up on the chopping block. I know that
Yeah.
there's a scene with, like, in the trailer, Nancy's, like, hysterically washing blood off of her hands,
Mhm.
which makes me think maybe it would be Steve, but also
Mhm.
could be Will's brother as well,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
because they're in love for some reason, even though he literally stalked her and spied on
Yeah,
her,
I
but
know.
okay.
Yeah, I do like the few edits that I've seen that people are, like putting together and everything.
Mhm.
People in the comments are like, "Get him, Nancy! Whack him down, Wheeler!
That's so good.
Whack him down!"
Yeah, like, literally every chance she gets, she's like, "You got a gun? I got it. Give me it."
The sawed-off shotgun, fucking
Hell yeah.
badass.
So good. And I know that they're not bringing Eddie back, so I'm, like, heartbroken about that, but it's because
That
he's
was.
he's
I know
on to
that
bigger and better things. He's living
that
his Marvel life now.
yeah,
So,
that was a big. I know that that was a big theory for a while that he was going to somehow revive, and I'm like, I
well,
don't understand how.
it's so I guess within the lore of actual D&D of
Mhm.
Vecna, just from what I've heard, this is nothing that I've actually researched myself,
Mhm.
but Vecna has this, like, minion or something that he turns like, that is turned vampire, and
Oh,
people thought that that was gonna
okay.
be Eddie because he was attacked by all the bat creatures.
Right. Okay. Got it.
So
Got it.
there was theories that Vecna might bring Eddie back as, like, a
Mm.
vampire and make
Mm.
him a villain, which would have been really fucking cool, but Eddie
Yeah.
was like, "Bye, bitches. I'm
Yeah.
going to be in A Quiet Place and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
See ya." And I'm glad he did. Both of those movies are fantastic. So yeah, I'm so unenthused, but I'm gonna watch it,
It's
you
kind of it's
know?
kind of like you want to watch it
We've
to
come this
see what
far.
happens.
But I'm also like, I'll share the GIF every single time. If we can add it in here, we will.
Yeah.
But the thing from Bob's Burgers where he's putting on the jacket, where he's like, "All right, but I'm gonna complain the entire time." That's gonna be me watching these movies. They are each 2 hours long.
They
We're
are.
getting 6 movies essentially.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, isn't the last I mean, I thought the last episode was almost 3 hours. Hold on.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think I'm making that up. Hold on.
Just go make movies then. Just go
Yeah,
make
how do they get
movies.
away with that? I guess there's no
It's a
real
Netflix thing. Like, Netflix just let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. I swear. They were like,
episode.
because I mean, Stranger Things, I feel like, was one of the first massive streaming shows.
Yeah.
And so they're like streaming royalty, even though they're just, it's shit wrapped up in a like gold plated something, you know?
Wait, here's the official list. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Episode 1, hour and a half. Episode
mhm,
2, 2 hours.
mhm,
Episode 3, an hour 28. Episode
mhm.
4, an hour and a half. Episode 5, an hour 43 minutes. Okay, that's not bad.
Duffer Brothers, you are releasing this on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. When the fuck do you think we're gonna have
Well,
time to watch this shit?
Yeah.
We're gonna be busy.
They're
Like-
all no, I was saying that's not that bad because I was thinking they're not 3 hours, but looking at all of them, yeah, they're all at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Episode
no
8
wonder
is an
they're
hour
splitting them up.
50. Huh?
And like, at least they are splitting it up the way they are so that like it's in
Yeah.
smaller chunks. But still, I'm like, what? The first one comes out on the 3rd
Yeah.
of December? Or no, the first one is Thanksgiving. It's like the day after Thanksgiving or something. But yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna be
Now, but see,
busy.
here's another one. Here's another one where one of them says 3 hours.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, I don't know. There's several of them that are saying episode 8 is 3 hours long. And then the other ones are 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That is fucking insane.
It's giving Primal of Blood and Bone.
I was just about to say the same fucking thing.
Like, there's no reason it needs to be that long. No reason.
Do you know how many bathroom breaks you're gonna have to take?
For real.
Especially at the like if just so let's say you and your family are huge Stranger Things fans, right? Let's
Yeah.
just say, and you guys are so fucking excited and you're all gathered around after dinner. You're like, fuck yeah, we're going to watch the new Stranger Things. Y'all.
Yeah. Who are all these kids? Who the fuck are you? I'm like looking at the IMDb, and on one of the episodes, there's a picture of Finn Wolfhard, with these 2 other kids behind him, and I'm like, who the fuck are they?
From
Oh, Steve's got a chainsaw. Hello. So yeah, I'm so indifferent. Yeah, the release dates are all over the place. So I don't know. I'm not trusting anything I'm reading online anymore.
no.
And not that we should in the first place. But so yeah, I feel like we have yapped plenty. Any other final things that can come to mind?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
Yeah.
Sick.
Happy daylight savings, everyone.
Happy daylight savings. I hope you're all enjoying your 4:30 sundown times. It's really depressing. But hey, you know what? Keep watching those scary movies. Enjoy your transitioning away from the Halloween into the wintry. As we said, we'll have, things coming down the pipeline for as far as what we're going to be covering getting into those winter months. So can't say that they'll be happy-go-lucky, but they'll at least be something to get you through those sads. So thank you all so much for tuning in for this really quick little chit-chat between us 2 ladies. We really appreciate you all. And from Books and Binge-Watching, I am Megan.
And I'm Rachel.
And have a great day.